Hey, what's up, everybody? It's week 21 of 52, No Beer for a Year challenge. And guess what? I still haven't drank any beer or had any alcohol. So that's going really well. I'm super stoked on staying stuck on that drive and mentality. I've talked a little bit before about letting this thing develop and seeing how it goes. All the positive things that I'm seeing coming out of this, I'm more and more leaning into the idea that it may be no beer for 2 years, or no beer for 5 years, or no beer for a lifetime. It's something that I don't know that it's needs to be a part of my life anymore. I'm just achieving a lot more without it. Weighing what am I gaining out of it? What's the why behind drinking? And is it numbing something that I could take care of through mental health and focusing on taking care of my body and my exercising, but more importantly, mental health. Making sure that I think a lot of times the numbing agents we use, like food or anger for that matter, all those different things that we lean on as a crutch, drugs, alcohol, those kind of things, are just kind of masking something that we need to deal with internally in our minds, and trauma that's happened in the past and things like that. So that was a good place to start for me, was getting all that, and it's an ever going process, but really getting that under control so that I could work on taking care of my body and achieving financial goals and things like that. So, when I look at what am I gaining out of having alcohol in my life, and it does lower inhibitions, but I'm a pretty outgoing guy. I don't have any trouble talking to people. I like the taste of beer. I like the craft of it. It's something, I'm a food and beverage guy, so that's deeply ingrained in the industry that I work in, and still have, a ton of interest in that. But is it really necessary? I can taste it, spit it out. I don't need to drink, 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 drinks, whatever it is, because it's always been kind of once I get rolling and have that 1 or 2 taste that sweet nectar, it just keeps waterfalling after that. There's no stopping point for me. So I'm aware of that, and it's not saying maybe I could work into that in the future, but still, what am I gaining? I'm taking in calories, I'm spending money on it, and it's ultimately not good for me. It causes a lot of inflammation in your body, and other negative health effects long term, pain in your liver and things like that. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at in my thought process around the alcohol portion. I have gotten a little bit better with my my weight loss goals. I shaved off another 5 pounds again out of the 10 that I gained back. So starting to drill down on that again, increasing my workout and energy output with the new schedule, with the new job. And I actually wanted to talk a little bit about, I had a job offer come through for a pretty significant amount of money. It wasn't quite $100,000 a year, but it was creeping up on that. And it's a lot of money in this industry. It's a lot of money, for a career move and whatnot. But it was a position that was going to require a 55-hour plus work week, 50 to 55 hours minimum. If any of y'all know me well, I'll work. I'm not afraid to work. I love to work. It's in my blood, but it's got to be something I'm doing that I love to do, and also, want to do the other things that are important to me. I started thinking about what really makes me happy. What are the things that I want to do with myself, and it's spending time with those that I care about, having conversations with them, and figuring out how they're feeling in their lives, and being vulnerable with what we're, having real true connections with people. Traveling. I want to go and see the world. I want to see the rest of the parts of the USA that I haven't seen. And I want to play a lot of golf too. I mean, that's my go-to hobby outside of work, is I want to go out and be outside and struggle playing golf every day. So those are the things I want to do. And this opportunity that I have now is, it's a 40-hour work week. It's something where I can make enough money to pay my bills and survive, and not have the restrictions that it takes or the restrictions on a schedule that I would have being a general manager of the restaurant, or a senior management position. So I kind of looked at all that, and it's crazy to think, but I'm turning that job down. The place I'm at culturally is really strong, cares about the mental health of their people and success, and has a really great vision for what we want to create in the industry, and that's an exciting thing to be a part of. So when I weighed all those things, and it wasn't an easy decision, but thought through all of it, and it's like, what makes me happy? And the 88 grand would be nice, but is it going to be am I going to be able to do those other things I just mentioned and have fun outside of that, long work week schedule that's going to be required of that position? So I'm just going to say no and, focus on the things that make me happy. So that was kind of a crazy revelation to do is, everybody says that's the thing you do. You take the job with the most money and you go for it. I think is kind of a accepted or generalized idea behind, progressing and going up the ladder. But I'm going to go the opposite direction. I'm going to take a step back and make enough money to survive and wrap my mentality around being happy with what I have and focusing on the things that enrich myself as an individual. So that's where we're at for week 21 of 52. 5 more weeks and I am on a half a year of no booze, which hasn't happened since I was able to legally start drinking booze, maybe a little bit before. This week's quote, Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "For every minute you're angry, you lose 60 seconds of happiness." Have lots of happiness this week. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.